Yay Networks.
Parenting is such a breeze, oh, but it would bring you to your knees if it weren't for Chatty Daddies. Oh, yeah, the Chatty Daddies.
Will you bump me up a couple of DVs? Heyo. Give me a couple. Hello, I'm Trey. This is me. Okay.
Hi, I'm JC. That's me. This is
Hey,
Howard.
I'm Nick. This is me. This is me.
I just watched that movie again recently.
Great movie.
It always holds up.
Holds up.
I still don't understand how Zac Efron and Jack took that many shots.
Took a lot of.
During that song, you know which one I'm talking about when they're in the bar?
Of course, it's fantastic.
It took like 27 shots.
But
right
thanks,
here,
but
right
no,
now.
I really gotta go. And I'm gonna say, now I inspire you, and that whole thing you do. You're onto something. Really, it's something.
And they didn't pay for the tab. I also noticed that.
Yeah, whenever my wife says anything like, "Oh, we didn't have enough," I'll break out into "Never enough,
Spaghetti
never
sauce.
enough."
All right.
Well, you know, I'm not thinking that we're the Marine Corps. We're not the manliest of men, right?
I want to be manly, but I'm kind of a sweet.
Speak for yourself.
We're singing musical songs over here. You think we got the toughest of the tough, the Delta Force going to be out there doing?
You know, Trey, you're
songs?
presenting a very 1970s version of
Am
what
I?
a man is. I'm the 2023 version of a man.
What's a man?
Who can responsibly raise their family,
Totally.
Be upstanding, have good morals, and is not afraid to sing musicals if he wants to sing a musical.
That's a good man.
Of course.
I don't fall into the trap that says I have to be macho, that says I have to
I
be
didn't
able
say
to
you
do.
had to.
Look, a real man, I don't
saying
have
we're
to do
not.
2 push-ups to be a man.
Yeah.
And I can't.
You can't do 2?
I could do 2.
You could do 2.
Can you
I
do
could
10?
Boy, it'd be tough.
Really?
Maybe.
I think you could
could
do
do
10.
I might be able to do 10.
Well, along those same lines, I have the 6 toxic phrases that parents need to stop saying to their sons. All 3 of us have sons. Mm-hmm. This is the Chatty Daddies podcast.
Chatty Daddies will
Yeah,
say
welcome to the Chatty Daddies podcast. Is this going to make me depressed? Because I came in today a little depressed over interactions with my son yesterday.
JC,
no.
you've done.
You don't tell me what I've done.
You've done at least. You've done at least 6 of them.
6 of the 6.
And how many are
You've
there?
done at least 6 of them.
And
At least 6 of the 6
Would you
toxic
like
phrases.
us? I don't want to steamroll your bit. Would you like us to guess what some of these are?
I think that would be a good
Okay.
way to play the game.
Can I take the first guess?
Yes, please.
Man up.
Man up is not on the list. Oh, but
I have accidentally told my son man up once.
Sure,
Oh,
sure,
I
sure.
have to.
I didn't mean to.
Man,
but
up is a good one that I think they would add to this list.
Don't be a sissy.
You're too sensitive is what I'm
Okay.
going to count that as. That's number 1 on their list.
wait,
This
when
is
did
from-
I say my son's too sensitive?
I'm just guessing. I have no idea.
I've said that before.
and
You're being too sensitive?
Yeah.
and you know what? People in the talking to a 33-year-old man will tell him that he's too sensitive as
Yeah.
well. And is that a problem?
You certainly don't like it when
People-
someone tells you that.
People shouldn't tell a grown man that they're too sensitive. That's a whole nother issue.
I
For
feel like we
some other
need
day.
scenarios for these things.
there
'cause-
are some things where you're being too sensitive.
Right,
I
like-
don't want to play into toxic traits here, but like,
Oh, whoa.
if there are some things, if you're being too sensitive, you're too sensitive that your sister got 3 cookies and you got 2 or something. I don't know if that's the best example, but
But stop being sensitive. You
Yeah.
Here's one of the examples where I might disagree with this one. My son is at that age where all these boys like to talk down to each other. And he has stated that he really wants to play quarterback when he gets to middle school. And he has vocalized that to kids at his school, to which some of those kids who don't even play the sport yet have said, "You're not a good quarterback." And my son took that to heart. And I said, listen, don't be too sensitive with what people say, okay? Don't worry what they're saying. In fact, mute that. Or use it
But
to your
wait.
advantage and get and use that as fuel to show them and prove to them that you're going to whoop their butts.
only worry about what people are saying if it's positive.
No, you could. Well, I'm saying like they're talking down to him without any sort of backup or concrete evidence that he's not, right? So I tell him, why take it to heart? Because you don't even know if you're good at that yet.
Right.
So go work on it and then show them.
I agree with all of that.
Right.
Now, this is from Twisted Shifter.
Oh, I love that.
twistedshifter.com.
The respected parenting blog.
So I found this. I was just scrolling through news, and I was like, oh, this would be good for chatty daddy.
That's also one of my moves.
Yeah, the
not,
twisted shifter. That's it.
it's not
Wow,
the
is it your
end-all
birthday?
Well, from them, they said some parents can make their sons feel ashamed when they want to show their emotions, and this comes from moms and dads. This can lead to boys bottling everything up and not showing any emotions at all, which isn't good for anyone. Marriage and family therapist Rachel D. Miller argues that this can lead to bad outcomes, and she says when emotions are not felt and processed, they come out or are coped with in unhealthy ways, such as violence, alcohol, drug use, physical ailments, and mental health issues.
Wow.
I actually agree with what they said.
I can
Absolutely.
agree.
So stop saying you're too sensitive.
In principle, I can agree in saying you're too sensitive, but there are times.
Yeah. Let them show their emotions, and then we can drive them and maneuver them through those, basically, right?
Should we continue the guessing game?
No, let's just go down to them because
We're not going to get them?
I feel like we're
Okay.
just going to snitch on ourselves and feel bad.
Right. Number 2. Those are for girls.
Ah,
Yeah, I don't say that.
Have you said it?
No.
Never?
No.
Not one time?
I don't think so.
Really?
No.
But
That's good.
I don't think that situation has just ever come up. My son just naturally doesn't care about my daughter's Barbie dolls.
Yeah. Have you ever heard, has anyone ever said that to you?
Yes.
Probably when
Yeah.
I was like doing theater and stuff growing up in like high school, they'd be like, "That's sissy" or "That's for girls" and stuff.
I felt like, I patted myself, did like the woke pat on the back to myself the
Yeah.
other day. We were walking out of daycare and they have this big, cool dollhouse. Quaid stopped and was like, ooh, dollhouse. It's got all this pink stuff and purple stuff and hearts all over it. We sat there and played with the dolls for like 5 minutes. And I was like, boy, I hope other people are seeing this. I hope the teachers take notice that I'm such a cool, woke dad.
Like one time, my son in preschool, they gave him stickers and they got to pick, and he picked a Minnie Mouse sticker.
Yeah.
And I could hear like my uncle when I was a kid
Yeah.
saying those are for girls, but I didn't say anything. He just picked his Minnie Mouse sticker and we went home and he liked it and that's it. It's no big deal.
Back from Twisted Shifter. You've probably heard parents saying this phrase to their sons before, and we all know that that's a lot. We all know that a lot of young girls like to play with toys meant for boys and participate in male-dominated activities. But there is still some stigma around it when boys do the same thing, and it doesn't lead to anywhere good, as you might imagine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Psychologist Psychologist Kate B says this
She on The
prohibits
Bachelor or
boys-
something?
Yeah. This prohibits boys from exploring their natural instincts to be caregivers as well. And as they mature to adults, leaves them with blind spots in their parenting abilities.
I get
Okay.
that.
I respect
get that. For
Yeah.
some reason, when we were talking about male-dominated things,
Yeah.
and that reminded me, over the weekend, my son just started playing basketball, his first game of the season. So he's playing basketball. My son is not, much like his father, not very athletically gifted or inclined. Anyways, we were playing a team with a ton of the just kids that naturally love playing sports.
They were stacked.
Yes, and man, they were playing really hard. And I was sitting next to a group of guys from the other team, and one of the dads was like talking about his own kid. He's like, he's not even hustling out there. He was yelling some, not yelling, but under his breath, some curse words and stuff.
And again, how old are they?
6.
6.
And I looked over, and it was a guy I knew from college. And I hadn't seen him in 10 years. And I was like, oh, hey. He's like, hey.
You know what's funny is that I feel like every dad thinks that when they see their son out there on a basketball court or a football field or soccer field, you think, oh, he's not hustling out there. Here's what you got to do, dads, before you start muttering under your breath and cursing your kid out. Think of when you were that age. Because I remember when I was on the soccer field at 6 years old, I was not hustling. I was pretend getting fouled by nobody.
Just
You know what I mean?
falling over.
I was just like falling and rolling on the ground like I saw the soccer players on TV do.
Totally.
Except those guys were actually getting tackled by somebody. I was legit running by myself. And I would just trip over and act like I got hurt at
Anybody-
6 years old. And I remember that.
They ever call it on somebody?
No,
They ever
I was pissed.
No, you never got
Wow.
the call, bro.
Yeah, those
Come
refs
on.
hated me.
Number 3, boys don't cry.
Ooh, good
Never said
one.
I've never said that.
I probably have. I don't know specifically, but that sounds like something I might say to my kid.
I've actually
like
told-
when I'm at my limit, if he's been crying for like 10 hours,
Yeah.
I might like reach my limit and be like, stop her.
I've asked them, does this merit you crying? I've asked them that, but I've told them that when you see your son holding in tears, there's been moments where I've seen Kaysen holding them in because something emotional happened, maybe during a movie, show, or even after like a big time football game we lost. And I've told them, if you feel like you gotta cry, it's okay.
Yeah.
I've told him it's actually okay.
Are either one of you criers?
I am.
I've gotten there.
Oh, I'm a crier.
Yeah,
I'm a crier.
What, everything?
Oh, I cried at the end of Jurassic World when the T-Rex took over the island again. I cried at my wedding, blubbering, could barely get out my vows. I cried when my son was born. I'm a crier all the time.
And I don't know about you, Trey, but I think I have scars from childhood where I was raised by basically a teenage mom and her teenage brother, my uncle, and he was very macho Mexican dude, and he would yell at me if I would cry.
Right.
If I'd fall and shed a tear, boys don't cry. Boy, he just beat that in, not beat it, but he threw that into me a lot.
It.
Yeah, he grinded it, and I just don't think that was positive. That was a positive message, you know. Well, and I love my uncle.
Were Trey, was your dad a crier?
No.
No.
Never seen my dad cry ever.
Ever?
No.
Wow.
I don't think I've ever seen my dad cry either.
My dad's a crier.
Yeah.
He gets a little misty from time to time.
See, I think boys need that. It's okay.
Well, back to Rachel D. Miller, the therapist from earlier. She says, part of why so many men struggle with relationships and managing their anger is because we, as parents and a society, have told them that expressing their emotions and expressing emotions other than anger shows weakness. So, let your kids cry. Let your boys cry.
Have you ever cried in front of your wife?
Oh, constantly. Too much.
Nick?
It's been a while. I mean, I have.
Yeah.
It's been a while. I have, for sure.
Okay.
To the point, I'm positive this is my own psychological problem, but I'm positive she lost respect for me because of how much I've cried.
I don't think she did. I think she probably thought it was cute and sweet.
See, I know that I've cried when there were deaths in the family. I'm trying to think. I definitely cried when the kids were born. Other than that, I don't know.
Is Blair a crier?
Not really.
No, Blair
Not really.
She's so cool, calm. Your wife is cool, calm,
She's
collected all the
very
time.
even-keeled.
Just
We kind of both
unbelievable.
are.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
are.
This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp.
So maybe you find yourself crying for no reason. You're going through it. Things are overwhelming you in your life, and you don't know what you can do about it or what is going on or what has happened to make you feel this way. And that's okay. We all go through these stages in life. So when life gets overwhelming, you know what can help you out? One of the awesome therapists from BetterHelp.
You know, I'm sure there's definitely people listening to this right now, some of the chatty daddies out there, who were told all of these things that we're saying don't say to your kids now, that are still having to deal with the ramifications of growing up with someone just beating that into them every single day, and they need to unlearn those things and learn maybe a more healthier way to get through life.
And you know what? I feel like something that was kind of drilled into me as like a teenager and young adult was like you don't need therapy. Therapy's for people that are broken, for people that are weak. Like no. I mean, it can be that. If you feel broken, if you feel weak, BetterHelp will help you out. If you're just dealing with the stresses and huge burdens of 2023, BetterHelp can help you as well.
And if we're real, everybody has felt broken at some point in their life. We've all had failures. We've all lost a loved one or someone close to us. So we've fallen and we've felt broken at times.
Yeah, BetterHelp's a great place to give therapy a try. What we love about this is how convenient BetterHelp is, that it is affordable, it is flexible, and man, to have something that's entirely online is so wonderful because you can get therapy the way that you want it. Maybe you're starting therapy for the first time and you're not even comfortable looking at another person on a screen. You can do an audio-only conversation. You can even do one just by texting back and forth.
Simple and easy. You just got to fill out one of those brief questionnaires. You get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists at any time for no additional charge until you find the one that is perfect for you.
The goal is to empower you to be the best version of yourself. So if you want to live a more empowered life, therapy can help you get there. Visit BetterHelp.com/daddies today. You'll get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/daddies.
Number 4 on this list of 6 most toxic things we should stop saying to our sons. Why can't you be more like blank?
Ooh. I have in a way screwed that up.
Yeah.
Compare
more like me, more like one of his friends, more like.
And I would say I probably have compared him to me when I was younger because we have had such different upbringings. Mm-hmm. I grew up extremely poor, and he grew up where he doesn't really need much. I've tried to show my son certain characteristic that kids around his age have when it comes to go-getiveness. You know what I mean?
Kind of some go-getters out
So,
there. Look,
yeah.
he's hustling.
Like, yeah.
He's
practicing. He
Yeah.
came to practice 30
He goes
minutes
on his
early,
own, and
kickball, whatever.
studying at home.
Right, and I was like, I want to teach him that if you really want something, it's not just gonna show up. I'm not gonna bring it to you. You gotta want it, man. And at times I will be like, for example, you know him, right? Certain blah blah blah. This is what, and I'll show him evidence of him. Look, he's out here doing this and that and that. You could be doing that. That's
Yeah.
but I guess it's not.
I
the right
probably
thing.
did that too. I think when I was trying to teach him how to ride a bike. He just didn't really he wanted to ride a bike, but he didn't want to practice.
Right.
And so I'm pretty sure I said something to the effect of like, oh, well, so-and-so down the street is younger than you
Yeah.
and they can already ride a bike
Dang.
really well
Yeah.
without training wheels.
Our bad.
I don't remember if I said, you should be like
Sure.
so-and-so, but I think I kind of
version.
hinted at
the messages
yeah.
in there intertwined. Yeah.
Well, Dr. Fran Wallfish says this could render him exhausted, depressed, and feeling like a failure. Alternatively, parents need to observe, acknowledge, and validate their own child's abilities, flaws, and all, and accept them entirely. This is the starting point for which healthy child rearing begins.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, Doctor.
I get that.
Number 5, you must win.
Oh, I don't think I've ever said that.
Nope.
So there's parents out there that I'm sure you've seen, like you were saying.
he's not hustling.
He's not hustling. There's parents out there that will push their kids to be the best in ways that seem like it's not great for their mental health. You know, you're yelling at a kid that doesn't seem to want to be on the basketball court. You're trying to push them into something that they don't want to do. Well,
From coaching, I find myself not telling our kids that we have to win or
Right.
the end goal is to win. We tell our kids that the point of playing sports is to A, be out there, try your hardest, and to B, get better every week. So if you got a little bit better than last week, but we still lost, guess what? That's
a win.
a win. You got better
Right.
in the process.
they say on here, this can be very detrimental also, as these boys will take the energy into their adult lives and may miss life's joyful moments as their focus is mainly on winning.
Not all about winning, people.
Later in life, they may realize that the prize is often not as worthwhile as they think it was. All right, and number 6, finally, it seems like the phrase has been thrown around forever. Boys will be boys.
Oh, yeah, it's
yeah.
fine. Boys will be boys.
I haven't said that to my son, but I said it to my wife all the time.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
about what Kaysen's done.
No, when she says I need to clean up my closet side, and I'm like, no, boys will be boys.
Said about
playing
yourself.
It's just
playing
me.
super rough.
Right.
Boys will be boys.
Boys will be boys.
Well, back to doctor, therapist Rachel D. Miller. She says that it teaches boys that they are not responsible for their own actions and they are not going to be held accountable for their behaviors. In addition, it steals their self-efficiency. It says men and boys can't help themselves.
Yeah, boys
Yeah.
will be boys.
Our bad.
I get that.
Yeah.
Well, those are all really good things to not say to your kids.
Totally. Yeah.
Thank you for bringing that to our
It
attention.
seems like we're doing all right. It seems like there's some that we could work on. I haven't
Yeah.
really had to deal with any of those because
Yet.
2-year-old doesn't have to win anything, and he's gonna cry. And if I tell him, "Hey, boys don't cry," he's gonna go, "Ah!"
So to change subjects, doing something very brand new. We're going to the new world of wearing glasses for my child.
Uh-oh.
Which
My
one,
son
Davis?
Davis. The last several weeks, he's kind of said a few times about how he can't see at school. And at first, we didn't really know if he was serious. Like, we would ask what he meant, and he wouldn't really be able to explain it.
Yeah.
He couldn't see the board, or did he just see someone at school have glasses, and now he wants glasses? He said it several times. We were like, okay, let's have a $20 copay and
Right.
go to a doctor's appointment, see what they actually say. And they said that, yeah, he needs a little help.
Adjustment.
A little adjustment. So he got some glasses. He's very excited about them. Did you know they make Ninja Turtles glasses?
No, I
They
didn't.
make Ninja Turtle glasses. My wife said she forgot to tell him that, like, they are Ninja Turtle frames, but like they have a sticker on the lens.
Uh-huh.
She's like, I don't know if he's going to realize that that sticker's not going to be there.
Right.
And I think they have like a red or a purple or a blue color
Michelangelo,
to them. I guess you
Raphael,
could pick
Donatello,
I think
yeah.
he got Raphael. So they don't like have Ninja Turtles on them. But anyways, he was really excited about that, and they had to dilate his eyes at the appointment.
Oh.
My wife took him.
Yeah.
And so they just had to do like a little mist in his eyes. It wasn't anything too bad. And so the doctor said, hey, you're going to need to wear these little temporary sunglasses.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen these temporary
They
sunglasses?
roll all
They
the way
roll
up? Yeah.
They roll up.
I have not seen these.
They roll up. They kind of look like, if you want to just Google like Kanye West sunglasses.
Uh-huh.
They're like really big, like forehead to cheek, all the way across the eye, like huge.
I'm pretty sure that's so you can fit them over your existing eyeglasses.
Must be. But anyway, so he unrolled them and he just put them on his head and they just kind of like clip. They just kind of stay. And they're made out of like transparent film,
Right.
almost. And so
Window tint, like you would
yes,
put on your
exactly
car.
like window tint. And so Davis was like really excited about it, and they were right next to a park. So they went to a park, and Davis is playing on the jungle gym. And there was one kid that was like, "What's up with your sunglasses?" And I think he was a little embarrassed about that. But then he wore them the rest of the day.
Nice.
So I think he's excited about that.
It's good.
The
He
glasses.
didn't care.
And they just said he might need them just for like a little bit, and his eyes will change and he'll grow out of
Yeah.
it. But he says the doctor said there might just be like he's tired from looking at the board all day, so maybe by the end of the day he might wear them. So we'll see how many times we lose or break these glasses.
That was my next question. Is,
Yeah.
like, do they have eyeglasses insurance?
I don't know,
think
but
so.
I know ours was covered under insurance, and we
Well-
had to pay an extra couple bucks.
But if I could pay like $3 a month, and anytime I lose them, then I can
Yeah.
get them back.
If
get
not,
a
we
pair.
could start a company there.
Totally.
Yeah, you know what I
probably
mean?
worth just getting a backup pair right now.
Right,
Anyways,
for
don't
sure.
even wait for them to break. Just have
Just
one.
have them.
You know it's
because he will
happening.
forget them and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's leaving them at school day one.
Man, we had one of those. You know when your kid gets so with your kid's sight, as soon as he told you, I can't really see. You guys got him out there to the doctor. My daughter Chloe, a few days ago, she suffers from eczema. So if you don't know what eczema is, it's like really dry skin, and you need clinical lotion
Yeah.
to take care of this issue. And she's always had it since she was a little kid. And sometimes she'll have flare-ups. And so she had a flare-up recently in her hand where she had like her knuckles were kind of cracking.
Yeah. Ooh, that hurts.
And then one day she woke up in the morning and said, "Papa, this hurts." And it looked like when you hit your hand on the wall and you get like a little nick and just like a little cut on your
Sure.
knuckle. That's what it looked like. And I was like, "Oh, it's okay, baby. You just kind of cut it on something. It'll be fine. Let it go. It'll heal up." The next day, "Papa, my finger is hurting more." And she shows me her pinky. And now this little tiny nick was now like a little tiny crater, almost looked like a spider bite. So at this point, I'm like, "Oh, I think you got bit by a bug, honey. Let's just make sure let's put a Band-Aid on it. Everything's going to be all good." Should have taken her to the doctor at this point, guys, but I didn't because I'm a dad.
Yeah.
And then the next day, it grew. And now
It's
like her entire knuckle was almost like her skin was falling off.
Whoa.
And at that point, I told my wife, and we had been talking about this. I was like, "I think she has staph infection."
I don't even know what that would look like. I don't know.
I don't either.
I
know it's bad.
I remember it from like playing sports, like in football, the dirty, it's so dirty at times that you would cut yourself, and some guys would get staph infection on like their elbows or on their hands, and so and it reminded me of one of my teammates that had that, and I said, "I think it's staph." So we did. It was a Sunday, so she called the doctor. They did a video conference, and the doctor goes, "Yeah, that is a staph infection. She needs to get on antibiotics, and we need to get her on a cream ASAP." I waited 4 days when I could have just nixed
Right.
it from the beginning, no
Yeah.
issues, and now my daughter has like a full knuckle that's bare,
Yeah.
almost showing, and
You know what? I bet I know what you were saying in your head. She's such a sissy. She just walk it off.
she's actually a little too tough, I think, because she wasn't crying about
Yeah.
it
Right.
to where like it made
good.
me more feel like it was more of an emergency, but
Pretty
but
good.
man,
That's scary.
So listen to your kids when they tell you, and just make sure
And hopefully-
you don't have their finger fall off.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't get worse. Like staph infection could get real serious
Real quick.
if you let it go.
Yeah.
So hopefully you're on top of it. And antibiotics.
Yeah, she's good now. We gave her the antibiotics.
Oh, it's getting better.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
Within the next day, it already started drying up and clearing up, and everything was it was looking nicer.
Did you guys know that you can write the Chatty Daddies?
How?
You can always message us.
Is
All
that-
the ways to contact us are in the description of this podcast.
Brand new, like just as of
No,
today.
you've been able to do it for a while. So
I should've known that.
Been a minute.
Lots of parents write us, including Sarah. Hi! Exclamation point. This information is for Trey.
All right.
And the potty training woes. So
Okay.
maybe if someone else out there is going through potty training with their kid,
Is this about poop?
it is.
Yeah.
We got one in the potty. He said,
Oh, you got
he
one
said,
in?
Hey,
You got
hey,
one number 2 in the potty.
one number 2 in the potty.
That's great.
He said, Dad, I got to go poop.
Good.
Went to the restroom and did it.
Nice.
Oh, what a stud.
So
Yeah.
that's one of whatever it's been, 18, 20
Was it a double
days or
flusher?
so.
Was it like a serious event?
No. I mean, it was shocking to me. Like it was
He's
an
been
actual,
holding it in.
It was a human
Yeah,
poop.
human
Like it was
yeah.
crazy.
It's like the first poop a boy gives out is like they basically gave birth.
Yeah,
It's like that's that big.
So weird.
So Sarah said, this sounds crazy, but it worked for my son when we potty trained him. There's an app. It's called Pooh Goes to Loo Land.
Okay.
It's from the UK. Pooh Goes to Pooh Land.
Should have been on last week's episode.
Pooh Goes to Pooh Land. And it tells a story about how Pooh is shy, but it needs to go down the loo. That's where it's UK based. The loo. And it needs to go there to be with his family.
Okay.
And so there's also a book that you can print out. There's a story. If you want to Google it, there's a story there too. She said, I hope this helps.
Maybe
Pooh Goes to Pooh Land.
this might be something along the same lines as maybe they're doing this at my kid's school because he'll say, bye, PP, you're going home now. Every once in a while, he'll say that to the potty as it's being flushed.
That's great. Well, maybe I don't know what's on this app, but
Yeah.
Sarah said it worked for her.
I mean, it's worth looking into.
Pooh Goes to Pooh Land.
Nice.
Shall we wrap this thing up with a bop of the week?
Let's do a bop of the week. It's back.
Also encouraging our listeners to send us Dad Bops of the Week. These are songs that are fun to listen to, that are not annoying, that you and your kid can enjoy together. So Monica wrote us, and she says, I'm not sure if you guys have heard this one yet, but I would like to contribute to the Dad Bop of the Week, Snoop Dogg's new kids album. It's called Affirmation Song.
What?
I think this is going to help the kids. Guys, I love this song. This is Snoop Dogg on a kid's song. Tell me if you like it.
Okay.
Affirmations are positive statements that help us to challenge and overcome when you're not feeling good and have negative thoughts. So repeat after me. Come on, everyone. There is no one better to be than myself.
There's no one better to be than myself.
Today is gonna be an amazing day.
Today is gonna be an amazing day.
My feelings matter.
My feelings matter.
I get better every single day.
I get better every single day.
And so it just keeps going on from there.
Does he finish it off with smoke weed every day?
I'm
No?
not sure.
Oh.
But that actually came out back in August, and I never heard about it until now.
That might be better than mechanical engineering.
The Affirmation
that
Song by
might be the
Snoop Dogg.
best
He
one.
has a whole. It's called Doggy Land. I think that's what it's called. Doggy Land.
It's great.
Yeah, and Snoop Dogg's on it.
Wow.
I love it.
I like that a lot.
The Affirmation Song.
First ballot Hall of Famer goes straight in.
Yeah, first ballot. Do we even need to vote?
I don't think
it's
so.
all
No,
it's in there.
So maybe you listen to that with your kids early in the morning, on your way to school,
Yeah.
right before drop off. I mean, when the Kid Cried morning show is like off the air for some
Right.
reason,
Right, yeah,
then
yeah.
you can.
Yeah.
Have you ever
listen
caught
to
your
it.
kids doing their affirmations?
No.
Me neither. I really want to, though.
I try to get Quaid to do it. I tell him, say, yes, I can, say, I can, whenever he's like trying to climb
Yeah.
up something high. So I've heard him say it to himself then, but he's never like done
On
it
their
by
own.
himself. He's
'Cause I've
never
had-
been like, I am proud of myself, which I make him say to
I
himself.
feel like
daily.
a parenting failure because I've never caught my kids saying their affirmations on their own without me.
You think they do it? You think they're doing them? Or
I don't
no?
know.
Yeah.
Do I ask them? Because I see the parents that catch their kids,
Right.
and it's really cute.
I bet they do.
I hope so.
It does make you feel good.
I told you, speaking of crying, the one time that I remember crying for it was a dumb reason, I guess. It was in my old house. Kason was probably about 6, maybe 7. And he was brushing his teeth, and I was sitting on his bed, and I'm watching my son brushing his teeth in the mirror. And he finishes brushing his teeth, and the way he spit his little toothpaste out, like, and then he wiped his mouth, and then he looked in the mirror, and he smiled at himself. I don't know why, guys. That hit me so hard in the feels that I just welled up with tears, and a tear came back. And he turned around and like caught it, and he goes, "Oh, are you okay?" And I had to do the, "Oh no, something
Hey,
poked my eye."
Show your emotions, JC.
But yeah, that was a little smile. It wasn't an affirmation, but it was like he smiled at himself, like to say, "You look good."
My kids, we do it every now and then now, and I was trying to look for the video just now, and I think we may have played it on our show before, but I have them say, I'm strong, I'm brave, I'm kind, I'm smart, I'm loved. And we used to say that every night before we went to sleep. It's been like, once every other week now we say it.
Yeah.
I need to keep doing it again.
It's great.
Bring it back.
It's really good.
Yeah, they really like it. But now it's like they get too silly with it, and they're like, "I'm poo-poo,
Right.
I'm little," and it's like, "Come on, guys, like just say it. Say these affirmations."
Thank goodness my kids aren't the only ones with the
Yeah.
poo-poo thing.
Yeah, why can't you be like Sally down the street?
She doesn't say poo-poo.
talk about it all the time.
And then Sally comes over and she's all poo-poo all over
Yeah.
the place.
I have thought about having, Quaid one of these days, probably too early now, but say those exact same things as you. And I go, no, I can't just steal the exact same thing. Like I have
Come
to
up
come
with your own.
my
Yeah, do your own.
I just came up with my own.
Yeah, but those are perfect. Like
Yeah,
what?
it's really
what
good.
What are you gonna? How are you gonna top that? Like they're
Davis,
great.
every now and then they'll add one. They'll be like,
Yeah.
I'm perfect, or I'm less.
Like, do you have your thing with Quaid? Like, my thing with my kids is at the end of the night after I sing them their song and I give them a kiss, I say I love you to the moon, and they repeat and back. That's our little thing. And I know it's not original. I know a lot of people say I love you to the moon and back.
It's something.
But I say I love you to the moon, and they say and back, since they were 2 years old, and to this day still do it.
He tells me I love you and stuff. I ask him to say, tell himself that he's proud. I say you're proud of yourself. He says, I am proud of myself. But
That's good.
we don't have anything.
It's a great start.
That's affirmations right there.
There it is.
Once his vocabulary gets a little bigger, you can
Of
add
course.
more things to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, cool. Well, I think that does it for this episode of the Chatty Daddies. If you'd like to hit us up for any reason, the ways to contact us are in the description of this podcast. Until next time, my name's Nick Adams.
My name's Trey Peart.
My name is JC Chavez.
And don't forget,
Stand up straight.
Oh,